Welcome to Tech Talk Unplugged. I'm your host, Mike Chen.
And I'm Sophia Rodriguez. Before we dive in, just a quick reminder that we are fictional characters created for your entertainment and education. Any resemblance to real IT professionals with our level of charm and wit is purely coincidental.
Wow, way to break the fourth wall there, Sophia.
Someone's got to do it, Mike. Anyway, we got some amazing feedback on last week's Zero Trust implementation episode. Seems like a lot of you are dealing with that transition right now.
Yeah, our community forum is blowing up with questions. We'll definitely circle back to that topic soon. But today, we're tackling something that affects literally every company with a network connection.
That's right. It's time for our tech dilemma of the week. When does an IT policy become counterproductive? Or, as I like to call it, when good policies go bad.
I was thinking more along the lines of Policy Impossible, the Shadow IT Protocol. But yours works too.
Such a nerd. But seriously, today we're diving into acceptable use policies, or AUPs. Those documents that supposedly tell employees what they can and can't do with company tech, but that nobody actually reads.
And let me hit you with a stat that should make every IT manager's blood run cold. According to Gartner, 41% of employees purchase technology without IT's knowledge or involvement. 41%.
That's basically saying, hey, almost half your company is doing whatever they want with tech. Security protocols be damned.
Exactly. And to help us understand this problem, I want to introduce you to Alex. Now, Alex isn't a real person. He's a composite character based on several clients I've worked with. But his struggle is all too real.
Tell us about Alex's digital drama.
So Alex is an IT manager at a mid-market company with about 1,200 employees, and he's got a problem. His company has an AUP, but it's this 12-page legal document buried in the HR handbook that nobody's looked at in years.
Let me guess. Meanwhile, employees are downloading apps, signing up for services, and generally creating a security nightmare.
You got it. Marketing subscribed to 5 different design tools without telling IT. Finance is testing some expense app that legal hasn't reviewed. And engineers are casually pasting source code into ChatGPT.
Ay, Dios mío. That last one makes me nervous after what happened at Samsung. Didn't their engineers accidentally leak proprietary code through ChatGPT?
Exactly. And that's what keeps Alex up at night. He doesn't want to be the bad guy stopping people from using tools that make them more productive. But without visibility, every new app creates new security, compliance, and financial risks.
So the real problem isn't that people want to break rules. It's that the rules don't make sense for how people actually work today.
Bingo! The modern workplace has completely changed, but most AUPs are still stuck in 2010. They're focused on devices, not SaaS. They're written in legalese, not plain English. And they position IT as the department of no, not as partners.
So what's a poor IT manager to do? How can Alex and our listeners create an AUP that people will actually follow?
Great question. Let's break down the 5 steps to create an AUP that works in today's SaaS-heavy hybrid work environment.
I'm ready to take notes.
Step 1. Redefine what acceptable means for your company. Instead of just listing what people can't do, start with what you want them to do.
Like, use Slack for internal messaging instead of don't use unauthorized messaging apps?
Exactly. Frame it positively. And be specific about SaaS and AI. Something like, all tools used for company work, including SaaS apps, browser extensions, and AI assistants, must be visible to IT and comply with company standards.
I like that approach. What's step 2?
Step 2 is breaking it down by role or department. One-size-fits-all policies just don't work anymore.
Makes sense. Marketing needs different tools than finance, which needs different tools than engineering.
Right. So instead of a blanket policy, Alex worked with department heads to tailor guidelines. Finance needs expense apps vetted for compliance. Engineering needs a process for reviewing open source libraries. Marketing needs a way to request design subscriptions without creating duplicate spend.
That's smart. It shows IT understands different teams have different needs.
Step 3 is addressing modern risks explicitly. That means unapproved SaaS installs, AI usage, and browser extensions.
Wait, browser extensions? Are those really a big deal?
Huge deal. Think about it. Tools like Grammarly or certain shopping extensions can capture keystrokes. If an employee is typing sensitive information into a web form, those extensions could potentially access that data.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that. I've got like 20 extensions in my browser right now.
Time for a cleanup, Sophia. And that brings us to step 4. Make your AUP easy to read, share, and reference. No more dense PDFs buried in handbooks.
So what did Alex do instead?
He created short sections with plain language, included visual examples like Slack, approved, Discord, not approved, and put it all on a searchable intranet page with role-specific quick guides. Problem solved.
I love the visual examples. Makes it super clear what's allowed and what's not.
And finally, step 5. Train and reinforce. Don't just publish it and forget it. Build it into workflows.
Like when during onboarding.
Exactly. New hires sign off during setup. Then you do quarterly refreshers. Make it part of offboarding to prevent access issues. And use SaaS discovery tools to monitor for new apps.
All right, we need to take a quick break. But when we come back, I want to talk about shadow IT specifically, because that's where the rubber meets the road with these policies.
Sounds good. And we'll get into some specific examples of AUP language that actually works. Now let's focus on shadow IT specifically.
Yes, this is the part where employees go rogue and start using whatever apps they want without telling IT.
Alex actually added a dedicated section just for this. It covered tools requiring IT approval like CRMs and AI assistants, a clear trial procedure, AI guidelines, and a blocking policy.
Let's roleplay this. I'll be a marketing employee who wants to try a new SEO tool. Hey, IT, I found this cool tool that could help us boost our search rankings. Can I try it out?
Instead of saying policy forbids unapproved SaaS, Alex's approach would be, thanks for checking. We'd be happy to help you test that tool. Let's set up a quick call to understand what data it needs access to. Then we can set up a proper trial and make sure we're getting the best pricing if you decide to use it long term.
Wow, that's so much more collaborative. It positions IT as an enabler, not a blocker.
Exactly. And that's the key insight Alex had. A good AUP doesn't lock employees down. It actually frees them up by creating clear boundaries they can work within.
I think that's what most IT policies miss. They focus on restriction instead of enablement.
And here's where tools can help. There are SaaS management platforms that can detect when employees sign up for new services, giving IT visibility without being heavy-handed.
So instead of finding out 6 months later that marketing spent $10,000 on design tools nobody's using, IT can see it happening in real time.
Exactly. And potentially negotiate better rates, ensure proper security reviews, and prevent duplicate spending. This is a real-time game changer for IT.
This all sounds great in theory, but I'm wondering about implementation. What are some concrete examples of AUP language that actually works?
Great question. Here's a before and after example. Before, employees must refrain from using unauthorized SaaS deployments that do not comply with SOC 2 or ISO 27001.
Ugh, I'm already bored and confused.
Right? Now here's the after version. Don't use apps that the IT department hasn't approved. If you'd like to try something new, please use the request form linked here.
So much clearer. And I bet compliance goes way up when people actually understand what you're asking them to do.
Absolutely. Another example is around AI usage. Instead of a blanket ban, you might say, you can use ChatGPT and similar AI tools for general writing and brainstorming. Do not paste customer data, source code, or confidential information into these tools.
That makes so much sense. It acknowledges that these tools are useful while setting clear boundaries.
Exactly. And that brings us to our Monday morning action items. 3 things you can do immediately to improve your AUP.
Hit us with a mic.
1. Audit your current AUP for readability and relevance. If it doesn't specifically address SaaS and AI, it's outdated.
2. Create a simple, one-page, quick reference version with visual examples of approved and unapproved tools.
And 3. Establish a clear process for employees to request new tools. Make it easy, not bureaucratic.
I'd add a bonus one. Talk to department heads about their specific tech needs. You might be surprised at what you learn.
Great addition. Remember, as Alex realized, an AUP isn't about IT control. It's about clarity that protects everyone, employees, data, and the business.
I love that framing. It's not about saying no. It's about finding secure ways to say yes.
Exactly. And with that, we're wrapping up episode 87 of Tech Talk Unplugged. Next week, we'll be diving deeper into zero trust implementation for remote teams, based on all your questions from last week's episode.
Don't forget to check out our implementation guide for this episode with templates and examples you can use to update your own AUP. And join the discussion in our community forum to share your own AUP successes and challenges.
Until next time, I'm Mike Chen.
And I'm Sophia Rodriguez. Keep your policies practical and your shadow IT in the light.
Tech Talk Unplugged. Out.